So today we're going to be giving you a full update to any future and upcoming turbo products. I think we'll probably just label this as part of Wave 2, and after I'll talk about anything for the future, but right now what I do want to say is this is a collab with Cyprus, so please make sure to check out Cyprus, link in the description below. We have two different segments, one where it's going to be going quick pauses throughout the thing, and one where it's just going to be the images of it. We have footage that was recorded thanks to Cyprus. Subscribe to his channel and give him some love. We want to make sure we give the community all the news possible and give them as much updates as we can. I'm going to be going over this footage, going over the releases of the 2 packs in starters for the next wave, and I'll give my thoughts on it. So let's go over it. So the first bay right here is Dark X Nepstrius N4. This is just Nepstrius N2, but the N4 is there because it's turbo. This, in a sense, is just really spark effects, if you want to call it anything like that. So it's going over its little avatar tag. Nothing really that crazy. So the parts for this, for Dark X Nepstrius N4, is 2 in Defense Slingshock. So this Nepstrius is paired up with a Dullahan D4 in a 2-pack. The Nepstrius looks alright, it's black with some dark blue, and the Defense S should be interesting. I do want to see how effective that's going to be for the future. So, Dark X Nepstrius, it's only one color for it. It's just like what we've seen before with, previously with like Surtur S4, Poison, whatever, Poison Istra, stuff like that. They put the 4 there because it's turbo. It's not because it's an evolution, even though you would think they would keep the numbers in the order that they should be, not to confuse anyone, but they went with keep it all 4 since it's turbo. So I'm going to be playing this right now. So this is Dullahan D4. Looks very nice. We're going to see the avatar attack for this. Avatar attack, it's really cool. 2 giant lasers just fire against that rip fire bay. Really nice. So this is how the bay looks. Very nice design for it. Comes with 7 in Tower Slingshock. It's alright. I'm interested to see how this is going to perform in battle. And also Tower Slingshock. I wonder how that's going to work. Moving on. By the way, very nice layer. Very nice layer. I love the mix of gold and blue with it. This should be... The Hasbro exclusives previously actually were pretty decent. They weren't that bad. But next one is Cyclops C4. Now, Cyclops C4 is paired off with Revive Phoenix P4. So we're going to be playing off its avatar attack right now. It's really just an ogre. Well, Cyclops, I guess. So this is what the bay looks like. Very interesting. Comes with 5 in Fugal Slingshot. It looks cool. Kind of reminds me of Uber Unicrest in a sense of the design. This is a dual pack with Revive Phoenix with what it's paired up with. It's nice. I do like... A lot of these Hasbro exclusives have always had a nice mix of colors and everything. And we before thought maybe the Hasbro exclusive might be eventually anime, but I don't really think so. This is Phoenix P4, just to go back a bit. So we can see it has 10 in friction, but the friction does... First off, I'm not even sure if the Revive armor can come off on this Revive Phoenix. I hope it can, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it's just permanently stuck in there. Friction, I don't think they're going to have the polymer material that it had. I don't think Hasbro has ever done yielding, for whatever the reason was. So we can probably expect the same for the Revive Phoenix. Unless I'm proven wrong. The Phoenix does have a nice avatar attack, though. We're playing it right now. Bird comes in, giant explosion, boom! Explodes. Really nice, really nice. So that's how the bay looks. I do want to just go back. So 10 in friction. Now, as for the black variation, we are suspecting it to be Black Revive Phoenix, and it's Dead Phoenix P4. It's what we're guessing, because if you don't know, from the Amazon listing, the Amazon listings that we previously showed in the news video seemingly has been taken out. My guess probably they spoiled it and people found out. This starter for Dead Phoenix P4, I don't think it's an evolution because there's no 5 in it. And I'm not too surprised if it's maybe just using a future name, because we know Takeritami did get the trademark along with Slash Valkyrie and Dead Phoenix. And what was it? Guardian Kerbeus was named Hazard Kerbeus in the app, so I don't know, because we do know for Kerbeus K4, there'll be a separate release of a starter. That's probably going to be called Guardian Kerbeus, I guess, because Hasbro's a little bit weird with how they do the names when they switch up stuff, so I do want to mention that. It looks nice. I am hoping that all the gimmicks work nice, so yeah. This right here is nothing special. Silver Jormuntor. It's alright. Nothing like insane. Not like, oh wow, this is epic. Silver Jormuntor X J4. This Bay, it looks alright. This J2 comes with 8 infusion Slingshock. So some of the recolors look alright. Some of them are kind of like, eh. But for this is alright. This is paired with a Vice Leopard, by the way. It's fine. Some of them, I guess they just picked random stuff for it to pair it up with the base. This right now is Vice Leopard L4. We're going to see the Avatar attack, which actually reminds me a lot of like Vice Grip, how it just like closes in, explodes, and grabs the opponent. Bursted Calzar right there. So I am a little happy that it does come with 12 and lift, because if you don't know, what was it, Crash Rock War does not come with reach, so it's nice to know that Leopard does come with lift. And Destroy Slingshot, I'm not able to really tell what's new with this one. Let me see if, actually, I'm going to see if I can go back and see what specifically. So, we're going over it. Let me just see. I don't think there's, at least in this model, unless it's updated, it doesn't look like there's anything really new. Maybe actually, because now that I'm looking at it, it still has little jaggy spikes on it, but maybe you can flatten it a bit more for what I'm guessing. That was Leopard. Looks pretty accurate. No real complaints there. So this one is really nice. Heat Salamander S4. This is a starter that's on its own. Okay, Salamander probably has one of the coolest avatar attacks. A giant explosion of flames and it destroys the bay. So we're gonna just go back a second because we're trying to analyze these bays, obviously. So Operate Slingshock. What's the difference between that and the original Operate? That's normal. So when you try to look at it, when I'm trying to see the model right now, I think, and I'm trying to tell by looking at this, unless the final release is different, but it looks like for the Slingshock version, it's not like you can adjust it from defense and attack. It looks like, I guess attack's just gonna be flat, and defense is how it normally is, just standing out. So that is a huge difference on the performance for how the bay is shown in the anime. Looks like we still have the normal 10 and 5 bladed mode, at least from what I'm able to tell, 12. So it's very hard to guess with this stuff and what they're actually trying to do. So quickly, let's go over Archer Hercules H4. So the Eternal Performance Tip, what is different about this? So it's all gonna be one color, which is whatever, I don't really care all that much. From what I can tell, I think the little upside down dome that's on the Eternal tip, I guess maybe you can push it more down and that's the Slingshock mode for it, from what I'm guessing. By the way, this is hopefully, at least even if it doesn't have metal, this bay is pretty tough. It's actually a bay that a lot of people use, so hopefully for Hasbro's own competitive meta, this bay will still be pretty good. Eternal Slingshock. We're probably going to see more variation in these bays in the future. So this one right here is Typhon T4. We're going to back up a bit. So Typhon T4, Hasbro exclusive. Typhon T4, it's not that bad. It's like snakes and everything mixed with purple. Typhon T4, by the way, this should be, yeah, Typhon T4 is a starter. So it's not gonna be in the end. It's not. Random, I thought maybe random lair, but I thought, nah, it doesn't look like it'd be part of a random lair. It looks like a dual lair. That was cool and everything. This comes with a defense Slingshock in 4. Not that bad. So next up is Sphinx S4. So Sphinx S4 is also a starter. This is actually probably one of my favorite Hasbro exclusives. I love the design for it. Avatar attack is nice. It claws on the opponent. Really cool. By the way, shout out to Cyprus for making all this possible. So the parts for this go as 6 and Xcalius Slingshock. But yeah, you'll obviously see Cyprus' own analysis on this stuff. This is my own analysis talking about this stuff. I have a little bit extra to add, but we're just going over this. This is really unexpected. Not crazy unexpected, but it's nice. We got Regulus R3, which is a Switch Strike. There should be 4 new Switch Strike, and going under the assumption this will probably just be paired up in dual packs, which makes the most amount of sense. This Regulus actually looks like it's based on the Gashapon, just except it has gray in the middle for its chip. Has Destroy on it, which is nice. This is a good alternate Switch Strike. 6. Yeah, this is a good alternate Switch Strike. Next one is Genius J3. I hope they don't call it J4. That'll be way too confusing for people. It's 8 and a gold Zeta. Very nice. These Switch Strikes that they're doing that are probably part of dual packs, I think is a super well done job. Super well done. I love the colors for it. I love the colors. These are really nice Switch Strike. And no turbo mixed with it. No Slingshock, I mean. So this one right here is Galaxy ZEUTRON Z4. This is, now, the model's a little bit messed up. Obviously not going to look like that later on when it's updated. But just to give you an idea, it does come with 4M and Revolve. So the Revolve can go with, what was it? The Hazard Kerbeus in the 2-pack, even though it's technically called Guardian Kerbeus. And the 4M can go right with the stock combo. Unfortunately, no Planet, which I'm still a little bit iffy and upset about. So this one right here is Spiral TREPTUNE T4. Comes with 8 bump and edge. This looks nice. I'm happy we at least are gonna eventually get the right parts for it. Even if it's not right away, it's still good. I like it too. It's a nice recolor. I do like, however, the random booster, the violet TREPTUNE that they had, which Stacker Italian, not confused with Hasbro. So, go over this stuff again. So, stuff that's like Nepstrius and whatever, these aren't really anything crazy or special. The Hasbro exclusives like Dullahan look very nice. Like, I hope the slopes are good on this, and the new Slingshock parts look very promising. Bays like Phoenix, Hercules, and Leopard, I don't want to be completely negative because I don't know what it's going to look like for the final product, but we do know that obviously with Turbo, the work cut costs because the bays are a lot more different from how they are, and there could obviously be actual reasons to why they did it, but I still worry if we're still going to get the full, like, how the base should be. But I don't know, maybe this Phoenix is stronger than the original one. Maybe it has good slopes, I don't know. I have to see when I actually have the product in my hand. So that's why I'm mixed and I want to see it when it's in my hand. Cyclops looks nice. I have no real complaints for these Hasbro exclusives. And it's funny because before in the exclusives, the performance stuff never matched the actual color for the bay. These ones actually do. Vice Leopard, no complaints there. All with the original parts. Slingshot gimmick. Actually, I actually think this Leopard, and I have yet to see Rock to Roar, but I actually think it might be better than the original Takeritami release. Just because I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. Just from how these bays usually perform and how they work, it might actually be better. Might. Jormuntor, see with these other bays, like Jormuntor, these bays aren't really newer and whatever, just have the 4 there. The positive is at least that we get extra Slingshock performance tips, so there's something there. Salamander, from what I can tell in my own opinion, we still should probably get the same gimmick with the lair, hopefully, until we actually get it, I'm not 100% sure. Operate seems to be where you can switch, so how it works is that you could You would push it to the side for attack, and you push a little part down to lock it in, and it'd be sort of like quaking around. For this, it seems it's just defense, and you put the thing down, you lock it in, and that's its attack. Which, if it's stronger than the original, that's fine, but I do hope we do get an eventual proper release of Operate, if it's the case that I'm saying. If Operate works normally, and it's the same gimmick, maybe you can just make it flatter when you're in attack mode or in defense, then that's maybe even better than the Bey. We'll have to see. Hercules, there's nothing negative at all. If you want to be nitpicking, say the performance step for the colors, okay. Sphinx, nice. No complaints there. Typhon, same thing there, nice. TREPTUNE comes with the right part for the stock that we can complete it with. Genius looks amazing. ZEUTRON comes with the part for the stock. We don't have Planet yet, and I'm hoping, please, for Hasbro, we don't have Planet, we don't have, what is it, Yielding, and Ultimate Reboot, and 3 in Hit. Now, Hasbro, please, if you're listening, or fans, we have to put a little bit of a voice, because I don't want them to completely skip out on these parts, because if they want to do the gimmick, they can, but please, I still do want these, the discs, the frames, and some of these performance tips. I don't want to miss out on them. Regulus, no complaints, looks awesome. So I do have a Zankye's concept image, which is what I think a Revived Phoenix P4 is going to look like. There you go. So some stuff to shed some light on, because this is a little bit of a long video, but we're going over everything. So we're going over the Amazon listing, so there are some 2-packs like Morrigna M4 and Yegdrion. Morrigna I just think is a Hasbro exclusive. Yegdrion's just a Y2. It actually, if Friction has Palm on the Hasbro, it'd be nice if maybe the Y4 does also have for its yielding the right palm material. We haven't seen Fafnir F4 yet, or Rudr R4. It hasn't been in the update or anything, so we're not able to give any information on it. Same with Orichalcum and Amaterials are in the app, but no actual package or description for it. So kind of funny how some cases where it's actually reversed. Ogre is a what do you call it? It's just by itself. It's a starter. Gargoyle starter, nothing special. Knights. Oh no, excuse me. Bays like Ogre, Gargoyle, those are singles. Starters are going to be like Knights, K4, Typhon T4. Balor looks like a single, probably for the next wave 2. Kerbeus K4 is probably going to be part of wave 2, which is going to be, what I'm guessing, Guardian Kerbeus. You know, that's what they're probably going to call it, even though it's Hazard Kerbeus. We've seen Hercules. Now, actually, Achilles A4 Rd. I was so confused on what this was. And now I just realized, we already got the release for Achilles, so RD is going to be the Extend Plus, or whatever Hasbro's going to slingshot it with. I still do hope we get a normal release eventually. But that also means that A5 is, that actually confirms it's an evolution for Achilles. Because if we already have another release and it's RD, okay, we already have the regular release of Achilles, there's no RD thing or whatever, and with all this stuff, that leads me to believe that's going to be the Extend chip, which is an upgrade that the Bey gets, which means A5 is the evolution. But now you might be asking, okay, what about Phoenix P4? That I think is Black Revive Phoenix, and while yes, we do know about Slash Valkyrie and Dead Phoenix in the trademark, Hasbro tends to switch the names around with this turbo line, so don't be too surprised if some things are kind of reversed. Whatever the reason is their reason. So my overall thoughts on how hyped I am from right now, a lot of the stuff does look promising, but I have to see it in action when it's in my hand or when we get official images on it, because the app can almost can tell you so much about the Bey, but when you actually have it in your hand, that's when you can know for sure, or when you see the packaging of it. But thanks to Cyprus, we do have an opportunity to reflect and have a good idea of what's to come for the future. Let me know in the comment section below, what are you most hyped and excited for? And as always, subscribe to Cyprus, give his channel some love. And I will end off with this. When the official product comes in stores, and me and Cyprus can do a video doing the QR code stuff and whatever, just like we've done in the past. So there's no the X, Y, and Z Zankye and Cyprus, like, relax, because I know a lot of people tend to get confused. We've talked to Hasbro, we went to the World Championship. I'm not gonna really cover that, just in case people are sort of like confused or whatever, or we give you the news to give updates and we give you an idea of how these blades are gonna work. We'll do all the other Fridays, maybe more in the future depending on how much news there is, gameplays on this stuff. But as always, have an awesome burst-filled day.